Well, a big announcement yesterday. You probably heard from the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County.
After 8 years, Michael Johnson is leaving Madison to become president and CEO of the United Way of Greater Cincinnati. Michael will be making that transition in July, and Michael is back with us in the studio. Nice to see you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you all for having me.
Talk about bittersweet news. The reaction to this has really been startling, and that speaks to the impact you've had in our community. Why are you leaving us?
You know, this was one of those dream opportunities you couldn't walk away from. This is the sixth largest United Way in the country, the second largest campaign in the United States. They have a great national reputation, and there's a lot of young people and families living in poverty in that community, and it reminds me of Madison. Susan, it was the toughest decision of my life.
Really?
I love this city. I love the people in this city. They have a great board, a great staff. Been here 8.5 years, and people have just been so supportive, and it's hard.
And you weren't looking for work; they came to you.
Yeah, so they did a national search. A good friend of mine is the Parks and Recreation supervisor for the city. He made me aware of it. I talked to the search firm on Thursday. Saturday, they asked if I would meet with the search committee, and they offered me the job on the spot. And so it took me about a week to work things out. I wanted my wife to visit the city and to meet with the board. And they have an amazing board, an amazing community. It reminds me of this city, and I'm just thankful. I think this city has prepared me for this opportunity. We have to raise about $60 million a year to support about 200 organizations that do work in Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and I'm just thankful to have been here all these years and been able to do good work.
You have really put the Boys and Girls Club on the map. You have been a larger-than-life personality. You've been such a ferocious fundraiser, and you've been trying very hard to get some more property for the Boys and Girls Club at the church in Sun Prairie and at the old Sam's Club. If those things had worked out, do you think you would have stayed? Is there anything that would have kept you here?
No, I mean, well, the Sun Prairie property is still happening. Our board is still pursuing that that opportunity. You know what? You gotta push for things, and you're not gonna win every battle, but you gotta raise the bar. You gotta think big and audacious, and I've tried to do that. So a lot of things we were very successful in, and some things didn't quite go our way. But at the end of the day, we moved the needle for kids in this community, low income, kids of color, first generation college students that graduated from high school, going to college. We went from serving 1,800 kids to over 8,000.
Incredible.
We have 20,000 donors. It was 1,800 when I started. And so the Boys and Girls Club is in such a good place. There's 7 great vice presidents that work there, a great board, a great volunteer base, and I think I've done everything I can to take it to the level that it's at. We just finished a merger with the Fort Atkinson and Walworth County Boys and Girls Clubs. So Boys and Girls Clubs is positioned. They're going to do great things without me.
You got to be so proud of what you've accomplished in those 8.5 years.
I am.
The numbers are remarkable.
Yeah, you think about what we just did in Houston. Every time there's been a crisis in our country, this community has stepped up and allowed us to go to Houston, Flint, Michigan, and deliver water to people in need, Oklahoma City, Joplin, Missouri. And this has been the best job I've ever had in my career, and I'm thankful to the city. I'm thankful for all the volunteers and the donors, and quite frankly, I'm thankful to you all at Channel 3. You all have allowed us to come on and to help push the agenda for kids in this community, which has allowed us to do great things for them, whether it's building a dental clinic or a music studio, a dance studio. I mean, we're seeing 50 patients a week through More Smiles, Wisconsin, at the dental clinic at the Boys and Girls Clubs, and you all were very instrumental in helping us get the word out for that.
It's been our pleasure and honor, and Madison is going to be
lesson without you.
We're going to miss you on the roof at the Princeton Club in the cold and the rain. I've been up there with you so many times. And, you know, they say the mark of a great leader is when you leave something better off than when you were first there. And you have certainly done that, Michael.
Thank you.
We wish you the best of luck, your family, your kids, all the best in Cincinnati. Stay in touch.
I will.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Godspeed. Good to see you.
We're not off yet.
You're not leaving yet.
Good luck.
Good to see you,
All right,
Michael.
thank you.